Well, welcome back. Some great music. Larry, I love your music, man. You just play the best stuff. And the band you got. You know, I mean, you've had great bands. These are great guys.
Yep.
And maybe we'll find out a little bit more about them. But you played with so many people in this town over the years. Lacey J. Dalton, probably when you were working with her, she was Jill Croston.
Yeah, she was singing at the United Cigar Store the first time I saw her.
Yeah.
Killed them.
Yeah, and she still and does to this day. In fact, they just ran a special with her when she did a show here in town
2 nights ago. I saw that.
Yeah, that was great too. That might not be 2 nights now, folks, when you see this, but it was 2 nights ago when we're taping this show. Anyway, you've played with her. William Strickland. There's another name out of the past who still is around this town. And did you ever work with him?
Oh, sure. Man, a lot of places.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of places that weren't even gigs. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. Well, William's such a character, and Lacey is. Who are some of the other names out of the past from Santa Cruz that you really enjoyed playing with?
Well, here, you can name about anybody, like the Founding Fathers.
Yeah, the Founding Fathers of our
Kenny Kraft.
Kenny Kraft.
The power player, been here since before me.
No, he couldn't if he's so young.
Well, actually, I met him after I started coming here, but he was here first.
I see.
Second.
And
yeah, Ken. I guess you can't name too many people.
Well, no, you can't. But let's name a place. How about Club Zayandi?
Yeah, that was good. Tom Lawagi, was it?
Tom Lawagi, and it's still there. But that was sort of music headquarters.
Hey, just got dizzy.
Thinking going back all that time.
That swimming pool and that hazy front room and Jared Miller or Jill or somebody be singing.
What was that haze? That is not important. But they had the great swimming pool, which was it was sort of the place at that time. There was it was nude swimming,
it was naked
swimming. Then they'd have a barbecue, and then they'd go into the funky bar, and you guys, all of the people would play.
It was hippies everywhere.
Dang.
I can't understand.
Where did they come from? So you played with all of those people. Club Zayandi, of course, was one of the major places. And the Catalyst, you've been playing there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And
we played the Catalyst when it was the other end of the street, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, the old Catalyst.
Randall hated everything. It's a hassle.
And he still is that way to this day.
Well, but he's done his duty, you know, it's the biggest venue in town.
Well, it is, and he's done it for 25 to 30 years now of being upset, but he still allows the music to come and brings in a lot of fine music.
He still acts like he doesn't want it.
Exactly. the town curmudgeon, I think you would call him.
He's got the part, doesn't he?
He does. You also currently play on Thursday nights at the
Windjammer.
The Windjammer, which is down
just off the freeway in Aptos.
Yeah, and that's a Thursday night gig pretty much every week.
Pretty much for the last 8 years.
You know what I'd like to get before we got to go, and we'll have another show of this. This is a 2-part show, so watch for the next one. We'll get more interview with Larry. But how do they find your music? I know you have a website.
Oh, to buy it?
Yeah.
I've got 4 CDs. It's LarryHosford.com.
And can you get the old material? Do you still have the first 2 albums? Are they available through you, or are they still owned by Shelter, whoever owns Shelter now?
It's a little complicated, but it can all be sorted out if you go to LarryHosford.com.
That would be LarryHosford.com. Okay, Larry.
It's one-stop shopping.
Well, thanks so much, and we'll continue this interview. We're going to have another half-hour show coming up. I want to thank Community Television and all of the volunteers that are running the cameras, working behind the scenes here, who make these kinds of shows possible. And this has been a great one. I hope you all enjoyed the music, and look for the second in this series of shows with Mr. Larry Hosford.